Janja we dey do gra gra. We are going home. No going back. Bye bye bye. Janja we are going home. Oh, dike dike, long time ago, yeah. One Nigeria dey fool me, child. I don't wake up, my mumu don't do. Oduduwa is going home. Naija, unity beggars, leave us alone. Biafra is my home. Janja we na macha. We are going home. We are going home. Biafra is going home. Ayalabago. Oduduwa is going home. Janja we dey do gra gra. We are going home. No going back. Bye bye. Janja we are going home. Oh, dike. In the morning, ruga. In the evening,
I hope it works now. I hope it's manageable now. Then I hope I'll fix that after tonight. So let me know if it's manageable enough. And have you dropped your offering? Have you liked the broadcast? Have you shared it? Let's do that. We're starting now.
We are going home. Janja we the fries going home. Ayalabago. Oduduwa is going home. Janja we dey do gra gra. We are going home. No going back. Bye. Janja we are going home. Oh, dike. I remember the prophecy of Prophet Nnamdi Kanu. It shall come to pass when Somalia disaster shall be seen as a paradise.
Thank you very much. Good evening to you once again. Good afternoon to you, and good morning to you from wherever you are watching from. Really sorry for all the technical, sort of glitches that we might be experiencing tonight. Yes, this is Mayegun live. So if you have read the caption of the broadcast, and at the same time, you have also read the description as well, the body, yeah, you probably are also prepared to listen to what I have to say. But I have a little bit of advice, kind of so important to share with you, especially if you are watching me from Nigeria. You see, Nigeria that you are in today, right? That they have messed up so terribly bad on every front. It's not just affecting you there. It is affecting, as it is affecting you, it is affecting those of us who are not in Nigeria. Therefore, whatever your politicians do or what they don't do, yeah, directly and indirectly affects us too. But here is an advice. Many of us believe that Nigeria will work fine. People will live better. Not like, it's going to be an Eldorado. But people will live better if they allow every indigenous regions in Nigeria to go back to what they signed up for. For a start, to go back to what they signed up for in 1957, 1960. That what they signed up for gave much respect, regard, and peace, in what was the old Nigeria before they truncated that. Now, I live in the UK, okay? I live in Scotland. The Scotland that I live in, which is part of the United Kingdom today, yeah, has been campaigning to leave the United Kingdom, right, for the past 40 years. The last 25 years has been the most rigorous in the process. The the Scottish Nationalist Party, which comprises of pro-independence Scotland in the UK. They are still British up to this moment. You see, a country, in what I've got to know, except for Africa, a country is a formation of people who share common language, common tradition, culture, possibly religion. Yeah, because these are the criteria for peaceful coexistence. If there are problems, you can easily resolve them in the interest of the generality of all when you have same thing in common. Okay? So, here in the UK, even though you believe that Britain, British, or United Kingdom and all of that, no. There is England, there is Scotland, there is Wales, and there is Northern Ireland. That is what made United Kingdom. In Nigeria, that our own forebearers signed up for before they muddled us up with all this mess today, that is about to finish us. Yeah? There was Eastern region, Western region, Northern region, including Midwestern region, just for peace. For people, indigenous people that formed what is today's Nigeria, would have, if they have to live, peacefully under that name, they must respect territorial integrity, territorial boundary, culture, tradition, religion, and everything that is ascribed to every part of Nigeria. Until 1966, they abrogated all of that, forced us together, made us started shouting one Nigeria, one Nigeria. But in the UK, the Scottish have been campaigning to leave the UK. Do you know that that never, for once, reduced their rights to everything in the UK? Even though if you put a ballot out there tomorrow, majority of the Scottish people, they will vote to leave the UK. But until they leave, everything that happened in the UK affects them. That's exactly the education some of you should learn. That Yorubas and the young Yorubas who have been advocating for the sovereignty of Yoruba nation, or the return back to the 1963 Republican Constitution that gave the Yorubas the true sense of belonging, where, when we were totally in control of our own destiny, put it that way, because on record, that was the best time of our ever partnership with Nigeria. It was the pre-independence, early independence, and then before they truncated it, these 7, 8 years of when Yorubas genuinely, right, negotiated for the Yoruba interest before joining what is today's Nigeria. That was the only time we ever experienced through ideological, governance or vision. Some of them they refer to today, the scammers of today. So if somebody says, I don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore, if you are educated enough, in your own democracy, in democracy generally, just same way, some of you are already gambling and then, what do they call them? Betting with your, sorry, you see, arts, they always give me it, and I don't like it. Sorry. That one don't they make me feel like I'm going to be sweating. So if somebody says, I am tired of what Nigeria has been doing to us, we want Biafra, we want to leave this place, there are processes, which Nigeria doesn't want to give any listening here to. And every day that they made you feel like you have no right to say you deserve better in whatever language you choose, it doesn't bring peace, right? But in Nigeria, they automatically, including some of you who claim to be educated, there's a place I'm still coming to, why I'm saying all of this, including some of you who claim to be educated. When people say we want restructuring, we want a new constitution or any kind of democratic demand in a supposed democracy where people's rights really matters, right? It doesn't deny them any right of citizenship still in that same confused contraption. You know that? Because whatever happens there will still affect everyone until the day that we all sit and say, okay, this is it. Bye you. Without having to kill ourselves as they would want us to do, Abi. Until then. So I don't see anything when you see people who rise up to say your politicians and their actions and the consequences of their actions is going to spell the doom, a calamitous doom for Nigeria. And that is a concern for people who feel like there are other ways. We don't have to bond with Nigeria because of the selfishness of the Nigerian politicians, be it Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, or Fulani. On this platform, I've explained to you many times. Now, only foolish people go jump out there and say, I am defending Tifnumbu because he's a Yoruba man. Only a dumb fool, back on. Or only a dumb fool, no. Abi you, because they are talking about Peter Obi, or they are talking about what's the other, all these ones again, Okorocha, or they are talking about any Igbo politicians for that matter. And then you jump in there because you feel insulted because you are an Igbo. Oh, they are talking down on their Hausa criminal politicians, the terrorists of them, the jihadist sympathizers. You jump there, you defy it because you be Hausa, you be Fulani, you be this or that. But after all of that, when you look at yourselves very well, now so me how they say, when you look at yourselves individually, when it is only you will realize that no single part of Nigeria right now, whether you are a Christian or a Muslim, an Hausa or a Fulani or Igbo, or you see, whoever you are, that is not collecting from the consequences of the failure and the collusion of the criminals who have hijacked your government in Nigeria. Now, if you see anybody that is abroad, is abroad, he's cooking for you. Every one of them is cooking. They are cooking for you. They are telling you who is going to make Nigeria better. They are telling you this is how is it going to be. They are ignoring the obvious that if they turn off the lights and then put many of you inside one hall, can't say, oh yeah, do waiting you like to yourselves. By the time they put back on the lights, now only tertiary few of you go remain. People will go, they look for Hausa, go they look for Hausa. People will go, they look for Igbo, go they look for Igbo. That's the Nigeria. They are putting a rug on. There are many of them abroad, they are putting rug on it and telling you, cooking for you. And you in Nigeria collecting the bashing, feeling the brunt, economical, security, and on like that. You are there. You are believing them. People living abroad, they have no plan of living in Nigeria. And if there is anything that Nigeria is doing for the many of us living abroad, it is that your exchange rate, yeah? I'm saying this to you just so you know that sometimes if you listen to me very well, you will realize that what I do most on Mayegun's Diary Political is to not just point out the problems. I also love to point out the perpetrators of the problems. In the process, I mentioned the names of the criminals making this, doing all of this. Yeah? So it is not because there is a direct benefit of what your politicians want to make Nigeria become to me, but there is a direct and indirect impact into the consequences of what they have done to Nigeria to this day. Now, but there's something they are doing. Your exchange rates, when they destroy, as your Naira continue to crash, that kind of puts Nigerians living abroad, it puts them a bit of a hedge over you. Some of you don't know what that what a pride that is for some of them. when you call them for help. Okay? And they say, okay, I'll see what I can do. So how much do you need? So I need just 45,000 naira to pay for my final exam so that I can sit for my blah, 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 blah. Then you see that person abroad, they will take a look at their credit card. They will take a look at their bank balance, which is likely going to be $2 or $5 with an overdraft of maybe $1,000, right? Then they look at their credit card and they see maybe, oh, I have a credit card of 1,500 pounds. Okay, let me go into my overdraft. Or, in fact, let me give this boy 100 pounds. Now, you may not be the only person that is always looking up to them, but you see that 100 pounds, before they give you that 50,000 naira, well, me are the duamo, share you get. When I get paid, when I work and I get paid, my salary, yeah, by the time they take all my bills and everything, right, my account balance on the second, like today now, my account balance will be somewhere around 80 pounds. My overdraft may be around maybe 1,000 pounds, right? Now, my overdraft is to cover me if I want to, after paying my bills, rent, and all that too. Now, if you call me from Nigeria and you ask for 50,000 naira, a very big money in Nigeria today, but valueless, then I will see like 80 pounds, 50,000 naira. You know what I would do? I would take a look at my safety net. Shey, I no go hungry if I give this person 50,000 naira. But when I give you that 50,000 naira, at the second look, right, I look at your exchange rate. Oh, it's even easier for me. 50,000 naira is not even up to 100 pounds. Oh, I can do that. Now, to those who are abroad, as your politicians are destroying Nigeria, okay, somehow, it is the leverage some of them have over you. For some of you who always ask for help, a majority, a lot of people ask for help. Family members, friends, and all of that. So because of this, the same set of people who love it too. You see, if tomorrow, the naira, your naira, suddenly crash down to 50 naira to 1 pound, you will see some of those who are currently lording it over you in Nigeria, they will suddenly just don't like you anymore. Because what gave them that power is being taken away. And that's the only way you can ever have any value as a human being in Nigeria. It's not with this contraption forced together. So if anybody there abroad, they tell you Nigeria is going to work, Tifnumbu is going to make Nigeria work, it is not because they love you. It's not because they love Nigeria. Remember in 2014, 2015, many of them, they were abroad. They were telling you what they will make Nigeria for you. Today, they didn't come back to Nigeria, right? In fact, it's worse now. They didn't come back and they don't have any plan of coming. Many of you are begging them to bring you to America, to take you to abroad. Abi, at least you don't serve them, you don't praise them many times on social media, right? So the point here is this. If you support your criminal leaders, and you continue to force this contraption on yourselves, I, as a person, as long as Nigeria doesn't or is not letting the Biafran go, is not letting the Yorubas also to live, right? Which means we are still being forced to be part of Nigeria. Every action of your politicians and the consequences of their actions, they will be the subject of our own discussions as well as our own reactions too, because not be only you, their madness, their criminality is affecting. Many people are now scared to come back to Nigeria because their colleagues who traveled to Nigeria didn't make it back in one piece. Today, many people are considering where they would have to go to in Nigeria if they come to Nigeria. And it's going to get worse. Do you understand that now? Which simply means, yes, as long as you continue to enforce that the failure, which we all know why, as long as you continue to enforce it, we would continue, right, to do all we can to free the shippies, to free the mugus, to free those you lie to all the time. There is no point in asking anybody to bring their baba. Do you understand that now? There is no point. The people you are talking to on social media to bring their baba, to come back home and do this or that for you, right? They are not begging that they want to make Nigeria better. They are asking you not to make it even worse. Even if you know they pity yourself, say you know they pity your parents, they never suffer enough. Self-destruct is not different from suicide, where people who are tired of life and they've given up on life. These are the people who continue to do the same thing again and again because they know that one day or soon it's going to kill them. So I just thought I should educate you. So let's talk politics now. Why are you talking? That's why I'm talking about it. It's important. When they destroy the place and they make you jobless and turn you to beggars, those are what destroy the reputation of a country. In the whole world today, Nigeria politicians are known as the top most corrupt. If you have seen how they have gotten away with crime of corruption. And what is the consequences of corruption? Or what are the consequences of corruption? Right? They are going to, they are the death, the death nail for all reputable institutions who should hold probity, integrity, and accountability to account. Corruption pollutes them. Corruption destroy healthcare. Corruption destroy education. Corruption destroy security. Corruption destroy humanity, destroy integrity. It destroys self-esteem. And guess what? That's what you have all about today. And it is all deliberate. So when Nigeria weaponize what they have created, it is always better for you to know that, listen, we are affected too. I am affected too. A lot of members of our people, I don't even know, who one way or the other, as Nigeria happened to them, looking for help here and there, many of us have become a victim of, there's a name they call it in Bible, a good something like a good Samaritan, good Samaritan, random Samaritan on social media. So that's how it affects us, right? But if you make your own decisions, it is always good as well for you to live with the consequences of it. You don't turn around. After using all your youthful energy, all the blood, all your resources, time, your talent, your intelligence to push octogenarians, whose only success in life is that they had access to your commonwealth one time or another. You dissipate all of your energy to bring rogues and criminals to power, to enforce the same, the same thing on yourselves, only for you to then turn around and begin to point fingers. Now you cause them. Now you'd be the enemy of Nigeria. Now because of these people, Nigeria is not growing. Now the witches and wizards are holding your destiny. Now the village people, no one make you get job or get married. And so many other useless things. Spiritual attack is making your life miserable. Forgetting the fact that the real spiritual attackers are the destiny killers that many of you are willing to kill for. So when you make all those choices, don't turn around and then begin to point fingers at people like me. Now they destroy Nigeria. You, this Mayegun, are the people giving Nigeria a bad name. That is not right. And you know it. You are all out there right now tearing yourselves apart for Atiku, the Atiku looters, the unifiers. That one say one unify Nigeria. Former vice president. Abi. Then you see Kolu, Alhaji, Alagbado, Emilokan. He said he want to rescue Nigeria. Then you see Peter Obi. That one no one rescue. He no one unify. That one just believes, say, if I can take you from consumption to production and put all of you to work, maybe by then, all this wahala go die. So everybody is tearing themselves apart right now. Tearing themselves apart. Last, if you, what of una go enforce that one Nigeria to remain, Abi? But a year, 2 years after, una no go say, omo, see what I do to my generation. Do you know that 8 years of Bokwari, 8 years of Bokwari is not different from a decade, which is like a generation. Then wipe the future of one generation like that. Now only God knows how many millions. And Nigeria allowed that. It is Nigeria that allowed that. If we are all on our own, right, everyone can deal with their problems. I mean, at least regionally. Let's put it that way. So in the future, for the sake of posterity, you can abuse me today. That's fine. All right? People abused me in 2014, 2015. They did again in 2019. Some of them, they have renewed and rewashed again. They are about to tell me what will happen to me. But do you know that this last generation, this last 10 years, 8 years, many people would, who became the victim of the failure of APC, Egbekegbe, many of them are not even alive to say, I know. So here I am today, telling you again, as usual, that the only way to save Nigeria, if you love Nigeria so much, if you are concerned about Nigerians, please join hands, break this chain, this forceful chain of slavery. It is not in anybody's interest. As much as they have made it turn by turn Nigeria Limited, it is not even the turn of anybody except the elite sharing this. If you break the chains and you let us handle our affairs as we are proposing, and you make it democratic enough that we can then participate in the breakup process, that is the democratic process, okay? When we participate in breaking process, then we can go and handle our affairs on our own. That's the time you can say, oh yeah, you can come back now. Mayegun, oh, break arm. If you don't do that, you are deceiving yourselves. And I am here to tell you, Atiku, the former vice president of Nigeria, the man that sold the properties of Nigeria as scraps to his friends and made his friends overnight billionaires who have so much money enough to truncate any government anytime if they so wish. For 8 solid years, Atiku ruled Nigeria. Obasanjo was just a ceremonial clown who wanted to exercise power for the sake of his delusional mind of Nigeria. Long story short, that was how Atiku came to prominence. He made a lot of friends, sold your national properties as scraps. And according to him, they were dying anyway. The military vandalized most of them, looted them. And Atiku also made so much money for himself that when they were hiding his money abroad, the American CIA, FBI, and all of them, they caught one of his wives, because one of the selling points of Atiku is the fact that he married from every region in Nigeria. He is somebody who understands Nigerians very well because he married from every tribe. However, one of the wives was caught with a lot of money. My brothers and sisters, over $40 million that she was laundering for her husband, the vice president of Nigeria. Since Obasanjo realized his own folly, he decided to edge out Atiku by clipping his wing politically, but it was too late. But Obasanjo had one leverage over him. What was that? Obasanjo was the reborn, or reborn American asset in Nigeria that was meant to be guillotined, to be snoozed by Abacha. But somehow he escaped from prison to palace. But that leverage, he used it to turn Atiku. He gave America the go-ahead. If you see him in America, arrest him. You say what? You see that guy, my vice president, now Ogbologbo criminal. He already sold Nigeria under me. I have no political way to hedge him out. But if you see him in America, arrest him. If you think I'm joking, look at what I did in Germany. Yeah, I did something similar in Germany. It was a state governor. His name then was Alamesia. Alamesia had immunity from arrest and prosecution, but not when you leave Nigeria under Obasanjo. Alamesia na one Ogbologbo oil thief, militant from Niger Delta too, who swindled these people, looted them blind, and took the money abroad. He was governor. Obasanjo gave the Interpol the go-ahead. Arrest him. Nigeria will not be offended. Atiku was so criminal that they arrested his wife. They called Atiku as a witness to come and claim the money they caught with his wife. Atiku just abandoned America since then. I'm talking about since 2004. Go and check it out. That is your future president of Nigeria, by the way. So the money, his wife, and every of their associates who had to go to jail, they ended up cutting a deal. Atiku needed the reviver. What was the reviver? To make sure that Obasanjo never remained in office, even when the third term was Obasanjo's dream then. So this same Atiku, since then, has been struggling, has been battling to what? To be the one that will hold the spoon and share your destiny away, like Bukwari is doing, like Tifnumbu is coming to do. Pick all of you, make una they pick your poisons. Don't point your finger at me. Don't say I am your issue. I am not your issue. Now, when you make all of this your selfish, weary decisions, and you debate your chest, God will shame this. God will to bring all your thieves to come and rule over you. When the consequences start again, you begin to point fingers. Mayegun, let us all talk about how to make our country great. Make a country great. The rogues are the ones who are working day and night. to send you to slave camp. You are asking me to come and work. Show Yawiri. Atiku became stupendously rich, yo. But according to him, he made money from when he was selling, when he was driving taxi in Lagos. And they have a seller everywhere selling the idea. To the point that Atiku sold and sold and sold and sold or more. Atiku sold the same thing Tifnumbu is doing in Lagos, collecting tax, collecting your taxes, and collecting share from it. Atiku and his friends, they brought a company to come and buy the right to be collecting your import duty at Apapa Wharf in Lagos, at every port in Nigeria. Atiku under Obasanjo since that time. That's how they rig you, and then you go out and say, now only this person will fix Nigeria. I'm still coming to Tifnumbu. I'm just telling you about this, your Atiku. 74 years old man, 76 years old man. Career criminals. Because Nigeria is a place where crimes are rewarded. Now, leaders, they are rogues, they are criminals. And you know that. Now, because say you love your criminal leaders differently, you love your criminals differently. I love this one because it's a better criminal. Oh, I love this one and a preferred criminal. You now want to drag others and say, accept this criminal. Yes, forget it. No, we won't. Atiku sold and sold and sold. You sold a Papa Wolf. You see? Yoruba land. The water in Yoruba land. They sold it. Many of you are fighting for board appointment, board member, this member, that member. In that your koro eyes. That was when Obasanjo said, over my dead body, Atiku will never, all of you, if you know Atiku, you don't know what's in the apple. You know nothing. Hey? Since 2007, Atiku's company, he denied though. He said, no, it's not my company. It's just because I facilitated them to help coordinate Papa. Imagine the trillions of naira they made since 2007 until 2016. 2016, when Bokwari terminated the whole thing. And said, Intel, Nikure, Atiku don't do it, I don't become president. Now, pursue them. Remember, to make sure that at least he salvage his name, something that you can say, finally, I won an election in my life. Atiku has never won an election in his life. You know the story of Atiku is Adamawa state governor saying don't win election for Adamawa. Abi, Obasanjo come pick him up to go and be his deputy. Now lie, it's a lie. Because how could Obasanjo pick somebody to be his vice president after they have conducted governorship election in 1999? So they don't sell you that bobo for so long. Now lie. Waiting that they tell themselves then was that na Atiku Yara do a political movement. Now them they control that region. So Atiku as a governorship candidate, and waiting be that guy named Boni Aruno as a deputy governor candidate, they are going to win Adamawa. So he's already candidate. They say, he never win election in his life. Atiku never win election in his life. And he's been fighting it because that's the only thing he feels like he can use at least to salvage whatever is left of his own tattered image, right? That is why he is so rich that since 2007, he's been contesting. He contested in 2007, president. Now Tifnumbu give him tickets, Abi. He contested in 2011. He contested again in 2015 against Bokwari. Then he contested again in 2019 against Bokwari in APC. Then against Bokwari in PDP. In 2023, he's going to contest again. You know why? There are many assets of Atiku that are currently impounded, courtesy of Obasanjo. So go and bring Atiku to come and rescue you, Atiku to come and unite you. But maybe we should put, I don't want to put that aside though, but there are others too. Atiku is as empty as Bokwari. If you doubt me, don't go and watch Atiku's recorded cut and paste video. Don't go and watch that. You are going to be following the scam. Just put camera in front of Atiku. You will realize that Atiku and Bokwari are the same WhatsApp group. Then when it comes to religious fanaticism, you know, the idea they sell is that at least I have friends all over Yoruba land. I have Igbo friends. I have this and that. Don't ever put yourself in the bracket of his friends. Oh. It's like Tifnumbu telling you, I made this one. I made that one. I'm the one who made this one. All of them, where Tifnumbu don't they make. How much of the impact have they made in your lives? Everywhere they've managed to be in charge of your destiny, especially in Yoruba land. How many? Say the truth, too. Make you shame the devil. Except when we say truth no fit, no day your book, Abi. How many? Name them, all of them, since 1999 to this day in Yoruba land, especially in Yoruba land. The influence of Tifnumbu, he made this, he made that one. Now themselves, then they make. Now them be the billionaires. Where you they? ASU strikes still they affect you. You know they affect you? Electricity no day. Job no day. Abi? Money no day. Food no day. Road no day. Hospital no day. School no day. For your children, you know all of that. You are still battling with that in 2022. 23 years after Yorubas have been in charge of their own affairs. But when you look at all of them, who have passed through your leadership, whatever, all of them who passed through your leadership positions since 1999. I'm a Yoruba man. And except if I am sleeping right now or dreaming, you can wake me up. Since 1999, in Yoruba land, for example, I have not seen an Hausa man, a Fulani man, a Ijaw woman, an Igbo man become governor or deputy governor in any part of Yoruba land for 23 years. Whether na PDP, whether na AD, whether na AC or ACN, I've been na APC, I've been na SDP, HAPGA, whatever name you want to give to them. Me, if I'm sleeping, wake me up. Yorubas, all of them have been. Again, if I am also wrong, you can please, quickly tap me. Maigun, you know they make mistake. Since 1999, I am yet to see Fulani, a Fulani man, an Hausa man, a Yoruba woman, or what's it again? Any other person there except an Igbo man or Igbo woman being the governor or deputy governor or speaker or senator or rep member or assembly member or local government chairman to your councillor, including some of the personal assistants and contractors who collect contracts from government. When you look inward, you will realize that, it may be non they are Igbos. They were supposed to have the interest of, but they don't. But when you look at all of them who have passed through that positions since 1999, you will barely see any of them poor. Would you? But how far with the land? Did the land prosper more? Did the people get out of poverty more when they became richer? So don't let any goddamn person tell you that their interests is your interests simply because they speak your language. Sometimes they worship the same in the same church or in the same mosque with you. If you get deceived and you begin to come out clothes, they put on basket. Don't talk to him like that. Now, so all of you Yoruba people they do. Yoruba people any smart thing. I know you don't like Igbos. You they come out clothes. They put on baskets because of politicians. With all I've told you, Baba, you go heal. Now time, you go eat. Atiku, therefore, like I said, is not different from Boko Haram. Because according to him, that is what they've shown to Wike. You see, where Wike is one of the disguising Nigerians. We all know the truth. Some people feels like maybe if they do it, they can stop the bleeding, they can stop the division, and maybe bring you can't. You can't buy if you don't address this, like you make it a national conversation. Let everybody come and say, "Oh, I don't like Igbo. Myself, I don't like Yoruba. You see me, where you say so, I don't like Fulani. Oh, myself, I don't like Hausa." Let everybody talk about why they don't like one another. Put them on record and make everybody just go their separate ways peacefully and save lives. Here is the point, too. Where the Wike and others, they know that Atiku is Boko Haram's new version, because we know say Tifnumbu is the Boko Haram's Pro Max. Okay, yeah, let's say Atiku is Boko Haram's Pro Max in his own level of fanatism. He thinks he's a politician. But you see, Wike and co, who have sat, wine, and dined with them, who saw through the entire game and process that led to the creation of new PDP in 2015. New PDP led by Kawu Baraje. Sure, you still remember? The desperation of Atiku and what transpired that led to that huge pullout that eventually saw to the end of PDP's reign. Wike was education minister around about that time. And he was also contesting to be governor of Rivers State, by the way. Wike knew that what was driving mostly the people who said Jonathan must be chased out or Nigeria will burn was because in northern Nigeria, Jonathan was considered an infidel from a minority region in Nigeria. Therefore, he should never been allowed to hold such power anymore. And they then played the religious card so terribly bad within PDP until they all pulled out to go and make Boko Haram president of Nigeria. Wike knew them, and that's when he said they left. Yeah, and we knew why they left. It wasn't because of Nigeria, it was because of their Islamic, their religious politics, which is where they gained their real influence and power, and they saw the chance, they took it. But at the end of the day, the loser, Atiku, he came back to PDP when he lost everything in that gamble, only to come back to come and play the same card. What was the card? If you want APC defeated, you need somebody from northern Nigeria. In fact, you need somebody who is a Fulani as well. Can you get that? So to Wike, instead of Wike to know that this is going to be a fruitless adventure, and it is actually the time to tell the rest of southern Nigeria the truth, that you see the idea behind this whole PDP, APC, and the rest of them, they are not ideas that are in any way will keep Nigeria one. They are ideas that will further tear Nigeria. Just wait for it to play out. He didn't do that. He decided to go to war with his own brothers. Until he chased Peter Obi away as well, right? He went to war with his own brothers. He started fighting everybody. I am the only one who can face the people from the north. I am the only one who can face APC. Guess what? They just played along with him in the north. And the first set of people that betrayed him, according to him, were the same people he thought he could bully. Now, he knew all of this. Yet he thought, even if he became their presidential candidate, who told him that he was ever going to be their eventual president when, with all that transpired? So Wike And all he told his friends, Atiku ignored him. To rubbish him further, they told him that we have selected you as vice president as compensation because we can't lose you. Only for Atiku to just wrap the whole thing and bin it. I can't work with such person. Now, they went back to Rivers State. They are doing peace talk. There is no peace for the wicked. I'm saying it to you. If you know we're a wicked, whatever spirit where they walk inside them, I've told you, I said, listen, whether Nigeria go break up soon or it go break up later, 90% of that job is not going to be done by me and you. It is going to be done by the same crooked criminals who pushed everyone to the edge of asking for a national referendum, a national conference where an independence referendum or autonomous referendum will be allowed to be, to take place in many regions of Nigeria who don't want to be part of this this whole fraud anymore. It is what is killing our people. If I can say that, and I can say that boldly, by the way. Now them go destroy, now them go take us there. But the only fear is that they know that this is not going to end well. Whether na APC, whether na PDP, they know this is not going to end well. But my worry is when everything finally, calm down, people are now, they've had enough. Because people are going to say they've had enough soon. Very soon. So what will be the fallout of that? Just like if you pay attention, right? From 1993 to 1997, hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, were killed. Others exiled simply because people kept pushing that, yes, Nigeria was worse, but military government would never have to be the solution to how we are going to get out of this logjam. If you remember, people who stood against the military at the time, so many of them lost their lives. Many lost their business, lost everything. When the military finally decided to pack and they started cooking this fake democracy, many of those who fought the military to chase them, many of them, they were nowhere to be found when the people need real leadership. What happened? Rogues, drug barons, drug pushers, a bunch of criminals, certificate forgers, they filled in the space because nature, they say, abhors our vacuum. Now, if you say in this world, there should be no vacuum anywhere. Nature abhors it. So therefore, if nobody responsible is filling up a responsible place, then an irresponsible person will fill it. So that's exactly what happened in 1999. So if you and I know that, where these people they take us, they go. Where did they take us? Where did they take? Now their clashes, their own, all of their overconfidence, so to say, and their greed, selfishness, nonchalant attitude, and the rest. They are not taking Nigeria to anywhere great. Don't let anybody lie to you. They are taking Nigeria to somewhere that is not good. So what will be the fallout of that? Who are those who are going to, what kind of characters are going to emerge as leaders when this empire falls? Who are those who are going to eventually champion the cause of the people? Because it's going to get there. That is why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. So that when people understand why something is happening, they are likely going to be, comfortable in preferring solutions. In fact, if they are in a way conditioned or trained to volunteer, when you are able to build generations of those who can volunteer to pursue what they believe in, then when this empire falls, you will have no worry of it rising again, because from its rumbles, from its dust, rise children, men, women, who would never forget why and how this old empire fell. And that is why we have to do what we are doing. Know this so that you won't join them to keep praising your oppressors, praising your, the people who stole what you should have today: education, health, house, infrastructure, electricity, and every other thing that makes life meaningful and makes it human for you. Those who stole those, through better education, you are likely never going to repeat the same mistake of empowering them. And in fact, you might even be empowering yourself for the first time in your life. That is why we have to do what we are doing. It is not a popularity contest. I've told people many times. Do you know, I tell myself most of the time that this is what I'm doing is actually thankless job. But some of you don't know that what we are doing here is us fighting for our life as well, and finding others who are ready to fight for their lives. Because you see, where they are taking you is nowhere other than a terrible hand. And before you drag us down it, we would like to make some certain things clearer. So they went to Port Harcourt after all the old money they collected from Wike. After emptying River State purse, they went to Port Harcourt to go and make peace. Sorry about everything. We will do peace. You are still very important to us. And Wike saw through that. He knew. After they abused him, did all of that, we need to save Nigeria. She, normal, Baba, wait. We will tell ourselves, Abi, between me and you. You know me, I've talked about why Nigeria is where Nigeria is today. No be me Kosamo. Now your criminal leaders divided Nigeria. And it is their actions that divided Nigeria to what it is. No be me. Are you with me? But in your own common sense, make we reason, if you feel reason with me, it makes sense for in Nigeria of today, for a Fulani Muslim northerner who is just about to finish 8 years, then for another set of people from northern Nigeria to give you another, you see this one where one goes, so now demented one, sure you get me now, now demented one, and you know the result, Abi. They make some people come, they give you another or near demented clown again, 78 years old, a Fulani, 78 years old from northern Nigeria, Muslim, that will then come and do another 8 years. And that person say, him be unifier. Tani unifier or Tani unifier ofo. You ask yourself, say that kind of thing. If Atiku could become your president, where do you think he's going to take you? Where do you think he's going to take you? They go, United Nigeria. Iwo matonra Shogbo, sha matonra But so make sense. Does it make any sense to you? Should anybody who genuinely love Nigeria as it is today, be contemplating any president to come from northern Nigeria for another 80 years? It makes sense? It don't make sense, Abi. Okay, you know they support Atiku. Fair enough. Maybe now Kolu you they support. Yeah, let's go to Kolu. Kolu, Alhaji Alagbado, Baba Alagbado of Bodilon. Me, I know hate am. People have told me, I don't hate people. See, I have one right, and that is the right of saying my mind. And I'm responsible for everything I say, okay? In the world of free speech, which they have taken away from you in Nigeria, unfortunately, you probably will never understand how it works, Abi. You will never even understand how it feels. You know, when you say something, even to ordinary counselor for your streets, say if you vex, DPO will come carry you. They'll beat you up. Your family members will go and beg him. Or if you know somebody that seniors him in politics, then that one will use his influence and free you. But at least you will still sleep inside that prison, or you collect a few igbati. For any igbati be meta. I'm a below above Jesse. So where everybody is suppressing everybody and what have you. So you will never understand what it feels like to have free speech. That is why today, well, not be today, don't they? Your uncles and aunties abroad, the mumu madus, the belle lecturers, the mumu lecturers, even in their own abroad, they understand what free speech is. But sometimes they always they tell me, imagine somebody where they Dubai or somebody where they America and is a supporter of Kolu. Then he look at me and he says, oh, they should arrest this boy. Somebody should, I mean, I don't, what is wrong with this boy? They should have arrested him. Haba, you did America. And they say what thing that they do. I mean, I'm doing what thing that they do now. And to you, it's free speech, eh? And to them, to those who are in Nigeria, the Lagos Ababakus, the Oshogbo Alimajiris, the humbled slaves, the obedient fools, the Buhari Dins, the Buhari Diderins, the Buhari Denotus, the Buhari Dijatus, the Ungoziaris, the Unnekaris. Every now and then they will tell me, no call Nigeria, oh my yegun. Wetin Tifnubu do yourself? Every time, Tifnubu. What is wrong with you, my yegun? Are you omo aleniani? Abasha embe question ni abi and give validity because I don't understand. Which one is are you omo aleniani?